Hey Gary Vikings, my name is Alec Hernandez, I'm the ASB president, and welcome to our school! And welcome to our administration office, where you can go see counseling, go to attendance, or go see the nurse.
Right outside the front office, we have our 100s building, where you guys are going to have your science classes.
And then the 200 side is the English and Practical Arts side.
This is the 300s hallway, where you have fine arts, including drama and choir, and foreign language classrooms.
And here we have our library, located in the 300s building.
On this side we have 401, which is the pure counseling class. And on this side we have 402, which is the community class. I would need to talk to someone about academic or personal, you can come talk to them, and it's completely confidential.
And here we have our 400 quad, where there's history classes and JROTC. And here we have the 600 buildings, our resources rooms, and our alternative learning center. This is our 700s, where we have our math classes and some ROP classes. And welcome to TC's 1, 2, 3, and 4, where you can come for any activities questions or athletics questions. Hey Vikings, welcome to our quad, where you can make lots of memories with your friends during high school.
This side of the quad, we have our eating area, where over there is our snack stack, and over there is our cafeteria.
This side of our quad is where we have activities, performances done by band, cheer, and dance.
So in our club, we host club fairs and food carnivals to help your club raise money. And welcome to our Viking Stadium. Give a holla to Valhalla.
This is our stadium where student athletes play their sports and also graduation takes place.
Hey guys, my name is Alec and I'm in Cohort A, and this is a look into my week. On Mondays and Tuesdays, I wake up at exactly 7:58 a.m. and I get up and I grab my books that are right next to me and I attend my live class sessions from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And after 1:30, I'm able to work independently. On Wednesdays is when I start my independent work, and I continue this for the rest of the week, making sure I check in daily with my teacher because they will be taking attendance. And on Thursdays and Fridays, I can visit my favorite teacher during office hours to visit them.
Hey guys, my name is Anne, and I'm in Cohort B. My week is a little different from Alex. I start off my week doing independent work, but I make sure to check in daily. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, I get to see my teachers and classmates for our live classes.
Hello, Gary High School. My name is Mr. Santillan, and I run the peer counseling program here. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. We provide students, your peers, to talk with you or to any of your friends about any type of mental health situations that you or your friends may be facing. Right now is a very difficult time with COVID-19. A lot of families are experiencing job loss. They're experiencing COVID-19 themselves. You might even have friends who are dealing with it. And all of these things can create fears and anxiety and depression in yourself or in people that you know. So with peer counseling, we can assign a student to you to talk with you about these things, to help you through it. We all need to talk, and it's sometimes difficult these days as well to find somebody to talk to with social distancing and just having to stay at home in general. So we've created a Google form. The Google form you should have access to. There's going to be a link on all of your Google Classroom sites. We are going to give that out to teachers. And I would say as early as next week, you can access that form either for yourself or you can even recommend a friend who might be going through something. This is completely confidential. We don't share the information amongst anyone else. It'll be myself who knows about it, and then I will assign you a peer counselor who will then get in touch with you. If you feel like it's something really important, you can ask to have me access the information and I can contact you directly. And of course, if this is an emergency for yourself, for a friend, then the best thing to do is to call 911. If you feel that somebody has reached a point maybe where they are contemplating suicide or thinking about that. All right, thank you very much, Gary High School. We are here for you. We love you. You are not alone, and we are here to help. Thank you very much.
Tori Riley. You know we can hear you, right, Brianna? Can you mute yourself, please?
I'll mute myself.
Thank you.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm supposed to be reading a book, but that's kind of
Oh,
whack.
it's so boring.
Yeah. FaceTime is always better, right?
Yeah, just FaceTime whenever. I'm always free, even though I'm in class.
Okay, period. Wait.
Where did you go?
What are you doing? You're supposed to be learning in class.
I'm eating, leave me alone.
Bree, why are you in line? We're in class.
Because I want to.
Alec, wake up.
Dude, I went to bed at 4. Leave me alone. Dude, did that work?
Sorry, teacher, I'm late.
Hi, Gary Vikings. My name is Mrs. DeBon. Welcome back. We've missed you. I've missed you so much. As far as activities go, we are kind of giving you a beat just to get used to this whole cohort and distance learning situation. As you can tell from your first day, it's a little bit different than when we left before. So just make sure that you're constantly checking your email, checking all your Google Classrooms. If you want a lot of information, we update our Instagram constantly. So, and that's a good way. You could always send us a direct message. We try to respond as soon as possible. We have a couple people responding. But basically what's gonna happen is we're going to do a lot of fun Zoom activities. So we'll give you more information about that. They're gonna be called Viking Hours. And there's gonna be lots of different ranges of categories or interests. So we can do like anime, sports, cooking, makeup, gaming, whatever you guys want. The sky's the limit. So be on the lookout for a survey. We might ask some people to give us some ideas of some topics, and we'd also like some teachers to be involved hosting different ones so you guys don't get sick of seeing my face all the time. Also, I'm not that knowledgeable about everything. I could help you out with reality TV if you want, but that's about it. We are trying to stay as connected as possible, so we will have some spirit days going on. Like I said, right now, our main focus is just helping you guys understand what's going on and how to navigate this whole system. If you need anything, please reach out to me. I try to respond as soon as I can, and I appreciate everyone who has reached out. I know last night, the night before school, I was up until 10:30 responding to everyone's emails, and even I appreciate the freshmen who found my email and emailed me. That's really great to be proactive, and I'm proud of you guys, and I miss you. I'm walking around an empty campus with this Viking hat on. One thing that's going to be new is we're going to try to be doing the news on Wednesdays. We'll try to get as much content as we can to have one every week. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll have one every other week, but we're here and we want you guys to feel like you're connected to the school. And if you need anything, we're here for you. Okay, bye.
I took my uniform off. I miss the kids so much. Can you guys please come back to school? I'm bored.
Happy first day of school.
Hey everybody, welcome back, Gary students and staff. I'm John McGaha, I'm the athletic director. I am excited to start the new school year, but we're starting it distance learning, and we're starting without sports. I want to give you a quick update on sports. By the way, you can still get your physicals. You can get the packet online. We don't have the online instruction. We don't have the instructions online for how to process it, but if you need to get your physical to go to the doctor. Physical's good for a year. You don't have to get it right now. You can wait. We will have physicals on campus again when we start up. Right now, there's not a plan, but if we start social distancing practicing, where we can all come on campus, that would start in the middle of October. You would need your physical to be up to date. That would be a little bit different because you would need to wear face masks. You'd need to have social distancing, 6 feet apart, all the stuff that we're doing in terms of staying distanced. There is a new season available. The seasons have been moved to December or January, and then also we have a spring season. All the sports will still be played. We have 15 sports at Gary, and they will all still be played if we have sports this year, which we are all hoping for. And so when that happens, regular practice would probably start in late November or December. Football season, it'll start with football. Football, boys and girls volleyball will be in the same season. Boys and girls cross country will be in the same season. That'll be in the winter. We will move the spring season is going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot because we're going to have boys and girls basketball. We're going to have baseball, softball, track. Boys and girls tennis will be in the same season. So the last part of the year will be very, very busy. So you can always reach me at john.magaha@pusd.org. Magaha is spelled M-C-G-A-H-A. Get that down, memorize it, know it for the rest of your life because it's the most important name you'll ever know. At any rate, you can always email me there. I'm not going to give you my cell number right now, but you can also call the office and they will get me a message if you have any questions. And I think that's about it, but we are going to try. We're going to stay positive and we're going to be Vikings. All right. So if we can't conquer in person, we will conquer by distance. Okay. All right. Thank you. And let me know. I'm here to help. I'm here and available to help everyone if you have any questions, and really looking forward to seeing you again in person. Thank you.
Welcome, Vikings. This is Ms. Hernandez, the new freshman counselor.
And I'm Mrs. Castellanos, also a 9th grade counselor.
And we just wanted to say hi and let you guys know that we are getting your emails and we're trying to get through them as fast as we can. So if you have a question for your counselor, please email us, but be patient. We're trying to get through them as fast as we can.
We have been getting a lot of emails as well for schedule changes. And what we wanted to say about the schedule changes is that we're very limited with the classes that we can offer because of this big difference or this change in our scheduling this school year. So please be patient. There are some classes that are completely full. You can always send a request. We will read it and we'll respond to it, but there is no guarantee that we're actually going to change your class. So we will try our best to work with you, but there is no guarantee.
Just be patient with us. We're working on it. But welcome back, and we can't wait to see you guys through Zoom.
Hey Gary Vikings, so some of you guys have expressed to me questions about the school and the concerns of distance learning, and so I'm here with Mr. Black. And so today I'm here with Mr. Black to discuss some of your questions. Hello Mr. Black, thank you for joining us. So I just have some concerns of the students. So I just have some concerns of the students that I will be presenting to you.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for having me, and I appreciate you doing this video and helping out all our Viking families. So, yeah, I'd be happy to help as much as I can.
Okay. So one of the first concerns is how the grading policy work.
So, grades will be important. Grades will be based on your performance on assignments, whether you're doing them in live interactions, so while you're communicating with the teacher, or if you're doing them independently when you're on distant learning. Your teacher's syllabus will describe how the grading policy is broken down to, what percentage will be assessments, tests, quizzes, what part will be in-class assignments, distant learning assignments, projects, any presentations you have to do. So all of those will be taken to basically decide your grade. They will use the percentage of all of those to give you what your performance is, what you have earned. Mm-hmm. So a student has the potential to earn an A+, but also has, if they're not fully engaged in everything and doing what they need to do, they may also fail a class.
Okay. And then another one of the concerns is, what is a cohort and why are we in them?
So One of the things that we had to do in order to open school up again was we had to reduce the number of students in class in order to follow the guidelines of the County Department of Health. We needed to have enough space in a classroom where students could be separated more than 6 feet apart in order to provide for the social distancing, but also a healthy distance as well too. So we broke the classes into two cohorts. And that's also potentially, if we were to return, let's say second semester, your cohorts would already be established and we can continue to implement that practice of social distancing in order to keep everybody safe and healthy.
And the students are wondering, are they able to change their cohort?
Currently at this time, they're not.
Okay. Also, one of the students' many concerns is, do their attendance count?
It counts very much. Every single day we're taking attendance. So every day attendance will be based on interaction with the teacher. As we call it, live interaction with the teacher. That could either be done through online, in Zoom, Pear Deck, Screencastify, any of those apps that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Anything where people are communicating each other through a internet. But also your attendance is also based upon the work that you do. So being present in Zooms, for example, will count. It counts you being present. You doing assignments will count for those days where you're not doing live interaction. That day when you work on something with your teacher and they post it on Google Classroom, they say, hey, take a video of yourself doing this and submit it to me so I can see it. That also will count as attendance. Now, what doesn't count as attendance is if you don't show up to Zoom, if you're not communicating with your teacher, if you're not having any type of interaction, if you're not emailing the teacher, if you're not communicating back through, if you're using Remind or Google Classroom, if you're not doing any of those, you will be marked absent. And so that also triggers, when you're marked absent, that triggers our next step, which is contacting the family, seeing how we can support and what's the reason for not connecting with the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I do want to say that if there is somebody who has connectivity issues, and that's why they're not connecting with the teacher and attending, like, for example, Zoom meetings, to please call the school as soon as possible to let us know how we can help with that connection.
And since the students are distance learning, are there any other resources that they can use?
Yes. Oh yeah, we have a whole menu of resources for students. We wanted to make sure that students were not on this journey alone. That was something that it was at the forefront for us because we knew it was going to be difficult for all students. It's a challenge, so we knew teachers would also need assistance. So we have 2 tutors from the movement who will work twice a week for 8 hours a day with our students. So we're working on how to release that to students, but we will be notifying them through a Google Classroom. We also have the Avid tutors, which is something that we've had every year, and those tutors will continue to work with the Avid students and their courses. We're also getting Justice for Youth as part of our program, and we will have one facilitator, and that facilitator can work up to 40 kids in their caseload.
Mm-hmm.
And not only do they provide tutoring, but they also provide life skills and provide also a mentoring piece, so to help motivate students, keep up their commitment to getting their education, because during this time, that's going to be something that's going to be tested. So persistence, determination will be very important, but we want to have somebody there to help out with that. We also have our counselors. We've added actually an additional counselor, so we have 6 counselors, and they will be conducting not only academic counseling, but they will also be doing social and emotional counseling as well. And many times when a counselor is working with you, they're doing both at the same time. That's something that they're always supporting students with. We've also we're trying to carve out or put aside some time for students to receive tutoring from their teachers. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be rolled out, and we want to definitely message out to the students when that's available. But currently right now, our main emphasis right now is to get everybody connected, get them familiar with the system, and then we're going to start rolling out a lot more resources for them. So, and we'll also discuss some other ones. Like for example, Bright Prospect is still working with students, but those are for those students in that program.
Yeah.
And I think you also wanted to discuss Chromebooks, correct?
Yes. What if a student is having issues with their Chromebook?
Yeah. So definitely, if your Chromebook isn't working, that's going to be a challenge. That's going to be something that's going to hamper your ability to do the work that day. And so, anytime you have an issue with the Chromebook, with the device, even with Wi-Fi and connectivity, the first thing that a student can do, and this includes the family, they can go onto pusd.org, and they can go onto the Family Resources for Distant Learning, and the very first thing they're going to see on top is a phone number, and it says if you need help, you can call this number. It's 397-4800, extension 23780. But then after that, it'll say help ticket for technology support. And when you click on that button, it automatically links you to a page that's a Google Doc, and it's a survey that says, okay, your name, your location, what's the problem with the device? What is it that you need assistance with? And then that gets sent automatically, and that gets routed either to the school, it gets routed to the district, and then after that, we will be making connection with the student, with the family, to address what is it that's wrong with the device, with the connectivity. And so we're going to be doing that. Also, the district is right now in the works of purchasing more hotspots, because we know that there's families who will need much more bandwidth, much more connectivity. If they have 4 kids, working online. So we will also be messaging those out to parents as well too, and families, so that if they're having some issues with bandwidth, with connectivity. And there's some partnerships that are going to be available also. They're all specified on the website. But if you ever feel like that's not something that's addressing the issue of the Chromebook right away, you can also call the school and let us know what is going on, and then we'll try to ask our tech support here. We have 2 techs who work with our devices, and if we need you to come in and swap it out or do something of the sort, because let's say you may have a test that the next day, we can certainly try to work with that. But we'll make every effort to help you out with the Chromebook. So you can call, you can put in a ticket, you can call the school, any of those things. But the best recommendation I have for that is that connect with the school. Mm-hmm. Let your teachers know. You know, if you have a phone and you want to send them like, hey, my Chromebook stopped working, the teacher will know what to do next, which is like, I need to send you the link, or I need to send you to a text to address this.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mr. Black, that's all the questions that the students have had today. Thank you so much for helping us with our concerns.
My pleasure. Great seeing you.
You too.